Mr. Arun Jaitley. Good evening. You know, in response to this growing controversy over General V.K. Singh, the charges against him and his counter charges yesterday, plus what he said on the news you put out a statement today called Uncovering Covert Operations. And if I may observe, Mr. Jaitley, in your note, you put the blame on the government for pushing the army chief into a corner, making him thereby say what he is saying. But, Mr. Jaitley, what about what the army chief said himself? What about the contents of what he said?
You see, I look at it from a larger point of view. Purely for a political interest, a beleaguered UPA government, it's on two occasions that covert operations are being made public. They first did it with IB in the Ishrat Jahan case. I had already written on it in the month of June. That's yet another controversy. You are uncovering what the intelligence agencies have been doing. And now, with regards to what the army does, you have a structured leak going to a media organization. Should these leaks come at all, and even if they do come, there has to be an element of deniability in them in the larger interest of national security. And I don't see any reason, even when pushed to a corner, where such a candid statement could have been made by a former army chief. Therefore, propriety really demands, or in the larger interest of this country, in larger public interest, considering that we have a very vulnerable security scenario, it's best that we don't get to know what the covert operations are. There are some details, some secrets of the state which must die with men. These are never intended to be made public merely because you relinquish office. And I think as far as the government is concerned, the primary blame lies on the government that these are two consecutive cases, one in relation to the Intelligence Bureau, one in relation to the army, that they've made the fact of covert operations public and brought them into public debate.
Mr. Jaitley, you are making it political. You are thereby making it political. You are drawing an indirect inference on the one side between what has come out, which you claim the government has put out. Mr. Jaitley, how do you know the government put it out? That's one question. Secondly, are you trying to draw a link between this and what happened vis-a-vis certain BJP leaders of Gujarat? Because you have also said that the government intended to use the ever-obliging CBI to target police officials in Gujarat. The hard truth was that it was an operation of the central government and not the Gujarat government. In the process, all that the central government achieved was to uncover the covert operation of an intelligence agency.
This is now the CBI's own case. This is now the CBI's own case. And therefore, they started it initially by saying, well, we've got something of a great investigative value against the political leaders of Gujarat. And now it turns out to be an operation of the Central Intelligence Agency when the UPA itself was in power. And therefore, the whole investigation now is, I don't know at what stage it is. I don't want to go into that question. That's a separate issue. When you say this is political, of course the issue is political. The issue relating to national security are political issues. There is nothing improper about an issue being political. So when I say that if there is an intelligence agency which has a covert operation, if there is military intelligence or a wing of the intelligence of the military which has a covert operation, it's the responsibility of everyone, and without exception everyone, that covert operations are never made a subject matter of a public discussion.
You make a very strong case, and you say here very strongly that my charge against the UPA government is that for narrow political interests, it has deliberately leaked out the covert operations in two cases, thereby creating a serious setback to our counterinsurgency operation.
Well, who could have made it public?
Can be argued, Mr. Jaitley.
Who could have made it public?
No.
I didn't have a copy of this report.
You
didn't have a copy of this report. The army 6 months ago had sent it to the ministry.
You don't know.
And when the army has sent it to the government of India, it's the government of India which was in sole possession of this report, and therefore it's from the official establishment of the government of India that it could have come out. Now, this is not an ordinary document.
You have used the word structured leak. No, you've used the word structured leak. In other words, you are saying that somebody very high up in the government who knew the contents of this army inquiry report, in order to fix V.K. Singh, after he shared a dais with Narendra Modi, leaked out the report. These are a number of inferences that you're drawing.
Let me tell you, the timing is one of suspicion, but the timing apart, what is the content of what the government has done? Now, this is not a report which is likely to be in the possession of a Deputy Secretary of the Government of India. A sensitive report like this is dealt with at the very top, and therefore, this report coming into public domain and then explanations coming whether this was being used in order to stabilize government or topples governments, what are the kind of operations the army has to take place in Kashmir, how do you do the counter-insurgency operation, the areas that you go into, how do you take people-friendly gestures, whether army should be involved in that, not involved in that. This is a decision which the government of India has to take. These are matters which are not even debated in Parliament so extensively. These are matters which don't even go for
Jaitley, final question. No, final question therefore. You see, this line of argument which you put out is interesting, but the problem with this line of argument is this, Mr. Jaitley, that you go soft on General V.K. Singh. You ask towards the end of your note, should such an information have been leaked out by the political establishment which had a problem with the former army chief? And you follow by saying, pushed to a corner, should the army chief at all have admitted, as he did on the Newshour last night, that such payments were indeed undertaken? On the contrary, Mr. Jaitley, the question that you should have asked is, why did the army chief break the Official Secrets Act, and secrets which you say should die with a person, he went and revealed it on national television? So who was the person who really opened the can of worms? It's General V.K. Singh, not the government.
My principal interest is national security. My principal interest is, in view of the vulnerable situation that we are placed in, let's not have a situation where tomorrow any of the government agencies is unable to take up any of the covert operations. Therefore, I have adequately said these are matters which must die with men. These are matters which are not thrown into public domain. These are not secrets that the government is supposed to leak out. And these are not areas which even the persons concerned must own up to, because there's always an element of deniability in them. Silence always on these issues is the best option.
Has the general violated national security? Has the general compromised national security?
I can answer that by a counter question to you. Has the government of India violated national security? Therefore, let's not get into that game of using phrases. I think I've made it more than clear that it was in larger public interest that this matter had not spilled into the public domain.
Well, now it has, and we are following it up. Arun Jaitley, thank you for joining me. Thank you.